Hi guys, good morning. Today is 9:30 a.m. on a Friday, a little bit earlier than how I would usually wake up for Fridays because I don't really have classes. But last week was a terrible week. I was super lazy. I finished a lot of Netflix shows, a little bit too much actually. But I just kept forgetting about deadlines and quizzes, and yesterday was a wake-up call because I took a quiz that I studied the night before and I did not do well on that. So today, babawi tayo and we're gonna try to manifest the perfect morning routine, and hopefully this week, mas maging maayos na yung buhay ko. Today I woke up at 8 a.m. and I got out of bed by 8:30 a.m. Then I brushed my teeth, washed my face, and I actually fixed my bed because according to the $1 billion morning routine that I watched on YouTube, it says that fixing your bed actually sets you up for success because it gives you the chance to gain momentum in doing stuff and checking stuff off your task list. So we're gonna see how that goes. So difficult. Hi! So before I eat my breakfast, I'm just gonna do a little bit of planning. I think I've mentioned it in my past videos that I was trying out digital planning wherein I had a bullet journal template on my GoodNotes app on my iPad. But what I realized last week was it wasn't as effective for me compared to actually having a physical planner because since everything is done online from my classes to my work, it's kind of chaotic, so it was useful for me to be able to separate my planning from all the chaos happening digitally. I'll be using the same notebook that I used last year because I still have a lot of pages. But instead of starting with my monthly setup, I'm gonna go directly to my weekly setup because it's a little bit too late for Feb right now. So yeah. After planning, it is time to eat. I just have a burger from McDo, and usually to keep myself entertained, I just watch a bunch of Netflix shows. Wait lang. I think this is the perfect time to just share with you some of my favorites. Number 1 on our list is definitely New Girl. I think it's the funniest sitcom I've ever watched ever. It's the only comedy show that actually made me laugh out loud. Number 2 is The Good Place. It's a funny show as well, but it's super interesting. It talks about the modern version of heaven and hell. And number 3 has to be Bridgerton. It's so intimate and it's so refreshing to watch a show that's not very modern and American. And I think yun pa lang yung mga napapanood ko lately na na-enjoy ko talaga. Uncanny Counter is such a great show too. I can't believe I forgot about it. It's a story of a teenage boy who ends up being like a catcher of evil spirits, and it's so interesting. I usually don't like shows that's not very realistic because I like to imagine myself in it, but Uncanny Counter is so well written, it's so well directed as well, and I love it so much. Okay, yun lang talaga. Hi! So it is now time for ACADS, and the first task I'm going to work on is to make my draft for my Filipino group paper. Our topic for the sem is called pagsasalin, or translating/translation in English. I usually wouldn't have the energy for subjects like this, especially since it has a lot of paperwork talaga, but our professor is actually really good, and that changes everything. We have an article that we have to translate into Filipino, and it's called The Purpose of Our Emotions. But first, I have to analyze what type of text it is and stuff like that before actually translating. Hi! So, it's already 3 o'clock p.m. I finished eating lunch, then tumambay lang ako kaya medyo natagalan. But, our next task for today is to make my resume for my HRM class. I think this is the very first time where I actually have to make a truthful resume because, of course, way back in high school, our teachers would allow us to make fake ones since we didn't really have as much experience as we have now. So this time, mahalungkatin natin lahat ng org work, sideline jobs, and small experiences that I had during college. I'm only in my second year of college, and half of my college life was spent online. So, hindi ko talaga alam kung ano ilalagay ko dito. Fast forward, this is the next day. I'm already editing the video. It's right here. I finished taking my notes, and this is what that looked like. But right now, I'm just gonna fall asleep because it's already 12:40 a.m. and I'll see you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to click like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate that so much. And yeah, hope to see you next time. Bye.
1, 2, 3, funky.